You know, Deion Sanders said, if you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, then you play good. And if you play good, then they pay good. And if they pay good, then you live good. And if you live good, then you die good. Shout out to the Bucs in the new uniform. Let's get it. What up, people? Shout out to y'all, man, for tuning in. And shout out to who? The hooligans, man. We everywhere. I see y'all hashtagging it everywhere on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, in the comments. I got a lot of day ones. But even if you're not a day one and you just got here, like a lot of the New England and Tom Brady fans, you hooligans too, baby. Hashtag hooligans. We straight. We running everything. Don't even worry about it. So welcome to the pirate ship. We got a couple things to talk about. I got it written down on my list here. We're going to go through this mock draft. We're going to talk about the draft. We're going to talk about a lot of things here, so stay tuned in. All right. First and foremost, I want to shout out Jameis Winston. Shout you out. You know why? Because Jameis Winston just got married, man. Shout out to you. I'm married too. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing to bring your family together like that, man. Shout out to you for making that decision. And I wish y'all nothing but the best of luck. And I hope soon that you can get on with a team and take your talent somewhere and be successful, man. Shout out to you. The biggest thing in the news right now in the sports world, as if we haven't been the talk of the town for the past couple weeks, we dropped the new uniforms today. Yes. And I'm going to try to figure out how to drop the picture in there of the new uniforms right about here. I hope I was able to figure that out. Anyway, the new uniforms is dope. They dope. So gone are the alarm clock numbers. I am tired, sick and tired, or was sick and tired of fighting with people about them alarm clock numbers. I held it down for a long time. I was like, these are the most beautiful uniforms the NFL has ever seen. And I was lying. I said, man, y'all uniforms ain't touching our uniforms. You see the edges on the numbers. You see the curves and you see. I was full of shit. I hated them uniforms. But I had to hold it down for my squad. So I repped them. And I said, man, these are the best uniforms ever. But I tell you, of the uniforms that I have, those were my least purchased uniforms. I think I had 3 of them. 3 jerseys. And of the other uniforms, the ones before that, the Super Bowl era uniforms, I have like 10 of them. But guess what? We took it back. Yes, we took it back. We added a little spice to it, though. You know, this ain't just the salt and pepper. We put some seasoning on it. Yeah, and I like these. Yeah, I like these. Oh, and I saw the Tom Brady jerseys, too. I tried to order the Tom Brady jersey, and they said it would ship no later than July. July? I need that today. So if y'all got a link, you know, a hookup, you know, if you know somebody that knows somebody, hit me up on Tampa to YouTube on Instagram and shoot me a message. Hook me up now. Anyway, all right. So shout out to the new uniforms. What I really like about them, though, is you could tell they kind of modernized and smoothed out some of the rough edges of the Super Bowl era uniforms, but they look very similar. But they got that all pewter uniform. Woo, that shit is nasty. To all my folk that ain't from where I'm from, saying something nasty and gross mean it's dope. I will be getting a pewter uniform. And I also like the black face mask. I did like the chrome face mask, don't get me wrong. But that black, all black face mask, man, I'm feeling that. I really like that. The white uniforms look dope. The red uniforms look dope. And that pewter is killing it. Ain't nobody got uniforms like that. Color rush gonna be crazy. So shout out to the Buccaneers. Damn. Shout out to the Buccaneers for their new uniform. It's really dope. All right. What else I got on here? Now, right before we talk about the draft, I got to address this boomer bust BS I'm hearing from Bucs fans that are mad that we don't have J-Dub no more. Listen, they are saying, the Jameis Winston fans are saying, and I read it in the comments, I see you. If Brady don't win the Super Bowl, it's a bust. Boy, let me tell you something. These are some of the most entitled fans. Look, if you say, look, if he don't take us to the playoffs, he's a bust, bad decision, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Because Jameis Winston could have got us 7 wins. But to say if Brady don't win the Super Bowl or he a bust, how? This town ain't seen the playoffs in 10 years. Over. So I don't understand how, if he take us into the playoffs first round, that's an improvement over the past decade. That's not good enough for the first year? Okay, what about if he take us deep in the playoffs? Is that good enough for the first year? Yeah, man. And no offseason. So he can't even, he a new quarterback in our system. No offseason. He's probably going to have to run straight into the preseason. And that's if we have a season this year. So I'm good with making it to the playoffs, and I would like a playoff win at least. Right? That's crazy that y'all. So if we had our old quarterback come back and we got 11 wins, you would have been satisfied with that. You'd have been like, yeah, man, look, we got double-digit wins and this, that, and the third, over 500. You know, you'd have been fine with that. Brady come in and do the same thing, and you're not fine with that. I don't understand it. But cool, gotcha. To you, Super Bowl or bust. To me, at least a playoff win. Or we probably should have drafted somebody. Anyway, all right. The draft this year is going to be virtual draft. That's going to be crazy. See, now at first I said, well, they kind of do that anyway because they all be in their own individual rooms when the draft is happening anyway. It's not like they all like out in the conference with every other team or something like that. They kind of be all in their own room anyway. But I do understand them saying, well, I can't be in a room and talk strategy with my people. I think they should just add time to the draft per pick. Since you got to do it virtual and you can't be face-to-face, I think they need to add an additional minute or so to the draft. Now, I know, right? You think the draft is that's going to take forever. Not really, because they're not doing the whole walk up on stage, shake the hand, take the pictures, and all this old crazy mess. And it won't be all of that no more because it's virtual. So that's going to cut out a whole lot of time anyway. So if you add an additional minute to the round timer, it gives them a little bit more time to be able to talk strategy, be on the clock and talk strategy without kind of taking away from their ability to be right across from each other. I mean, Tampa 2 don't run no, front office for the NFL, but that's what I think they should do. But I'm good with it. Going forward, I know they would love to have this draft back like it was, and I can't wait till things go back to normal. But for now, this is fine. I'm just glad it's happening. So let's get into the mock draft. Now, what I'm going to do, right, is I am going to give the first round up to our pick. Then I'm going to give the remaining of our picks for the draft. So first pick, Cincinnati. Everybody know they going Joe Burrow, the quarterback, right, out of LSU. Everybody know that. Bengals don't mess that up. Don't be stupid. Okay. Second pick, Washington. I got them taking Chase Young, the defensive end. Don't be crazy and mess that up. That's stupid. Get Chase Young. because he's the best player in the draft, period, is Chase Young. So they're going to get Chase Young. Congratulations, Washington. I think Detroit Lions are going to take Okudah, the cornerback. They got to get somebody out there on that defense. Okudah will be a Detroit Lion. Number 4, the Giants. I have the Giants taking the consensus Bucs pick, which is the offensive tackle, Wirfs. I think the Giants are going to go grab him to had a little interruption, so might see a little break in the footage, but it's okay. We're going to get right back into it. Anyway, I said that the Giants were going to pick the consensus Bucs pick, which is Wirfs. I think that's where Wirfs is going to come off the board, and the Bucs fans are going to be pretty damn mad. All good. And then I think at number 5, Miami's going to shake it up. Miami's going to get Jordan Love, the quarterback. That's right, because Miami got Ryan Fitzmagic down there, and they like him. They do like him. He did beat the Patriots last game of the season. But you can't stay with Ryan Fitzpatrick going forward. You need a quarterback, and Jordan Love is a good quarterback for y'all to bring in. All right. The next pick, the Chargers, they're going to get Tua Tagovailoa. I call him Tua Tagovailoa. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, and I don't care because he's not going to be a Buck. But he's a risk. Now, the Chargers already have Tyrod Taylor, right? Mobile quarterback. I think they can run with him while they check out Tua health. Now, he been putting out videos like he doing good, he doing fine, but I don't know. They don't know when they can't check. But since you already got Tyrod Taylor, you might as well go ahead and get arguably the best quarterback in this draft next to Joe Burrow and him, and have him bring him into your organization so you can check him out. And if he ain't ready to go, cool, start Tyrod Taylor. If he is ready to go, cool, start him. And then put Tyrod Taylor behind him. You're good to go. Oh, and by the way, you still got Cam Newton out there, and you still got Jameis Winston out there. So you're good anyway. So Chargers going to go ahead and grab Tua. That's going to shake everything up. Next is Carolina Panthers. And I believe the Carolina Panthers are going to grab Simmons, the linebacker. The best linebacker in the draft, make no mistake about it. But they lost Lukey Dookie. They lost Lukey Dookie, man. He retired. You got to bring some kind of running back up so he can make it happen for y'all. You got to. They are going to draft, Carolina Panthers are going to draft Simmons. Congratulations, you got a great linebacker in that. You got a great linebacker, okay? I keep getting interrupted. I get phone calls and all kinds of stuff. All right, next we got Arizona. Arizona's going to draft Jedrick Wills. That's the other offensive lineman that the Bucs fan base wanted. They wanted Wills if we couldn't get Wirfs, but he's going to be gone. Arizona's going to get him to protect their new quarterback that they just got. All right. Number 9 pick is Jacksonville, and they're going to get Derrick Brown, the defensive lineman. Right, they need heat coming off their line, and they got a pretty good defensive line. They're going to add Derrick Brown to it, and the defense is going to be menacing again. Next is Cleveland at number 10, and they're going to draft Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle. Now, we already know that the Browns got a pretty good offense. They just got to figure out if their quarterback can get his head straight. But they just going to keep loading up on defense. And that's going to make the Browns a viable team if they can get this quarterback situation figured out. All right. Next is the Jets. The Jets take Henry Ruggs, the wide receiver, to give their guy up there a weapon. This is where the wide receivers are going to start. Everybody's going to start looking at the wide receivers. And it's a deep wide receiver draft. They're going to go ahead and grab, in my opinion, the best one or one of the best ones in the draft with Ruggs. Next is the Raiders. Now, the Raiders have an opportunity to shake this whole thing up because I believe a trade is going to happen that's going to put the Raiders up higher than this. But if they stay put, I got the Raiders getting Jerry Jeudy, Wide receiver. Give Derek Carr some weapons, right? I think they're going to grab that wide receiver. Oh, and behind Derek Carr is Marcus Mariota. So if something were to happen to Derek Carr, Mariota's going to definitely need some weapons, some good weapons out there. All right. Next is San Francisco. They're going to, here goes another wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb going over to San Francisco. The defense is already solid. They got a good offense anyway. You just give them another weapon, and they're going to be right back in Super Bowl talks again. They already are anyway. They're going to grab CeeDee Lamb, and you're going to say, oh, my God, this overpowered team is even more overpowered. Good to go. Next is Tampa Bay's pick. I got Tampa Bay taking Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Andrew Thomas. Offensive tackle out of Georgia. That is the perfect pick to protect Tom Brady. We already brought in a free agent offensive lineman. Now we got to bring in more firepower to protect Brady. And Andrew Thomas is the perfect pick for us at that pick out of Georgia. Then we got our next pick is the 45th pick, which is the second round. And this is where Tampa Bay grabs their running back by the name of DeAndre Swift, running back out of Georgia. So, hey, Saints, you know that guy you call Alvin Kamara? If we get DeAndre Swift, now we have Alvin Kamara. What y'all going to do about that? Tom Brady, Alvin Kamara, and all the weapons we got. Nothing. Yeah, it's going to be extremely hard to deal with that. Anyway, then our third round pick, at pick number 76 is, now check this name out, look him up. Ashland Davis, the safety out of LSU. This dude is lightning fast. Now, if you look at the NFC South, I'm not worried about people's speed in the NFC South. However, for some reason, receivers get behind us. Why and how, I do not know. Well, I do know. People out of position. Well, Ashland Davis can remedy that. Look him up real fast. Anyway, out of LSU. Then we got 2 fourth-round picks. Number 117 is Jeff Jefferson, wide receiver. Same school, man. Look him up, Jeff Jefferson. He's going to give us what we need in the slot, baby. Now, we got Scotty Miller, Jay Watt. I know, I get it. But you got to bring them in, right? All right. Then our second fourth-round pick is at pick 139. And we're bringing in Clemson cornerback, A.J. Terrell. Like how this guy play real range and lengthy 6'1" dude, man. He got coverage skills. And our corners are good. But you bring him in and let him run the slot corner. Good to go. Big. And that's big to be playing slot. But he's a big guy, man. Good. Good in rotations, too. And then our fifth round pick, at pick 161, I got us taking Sean Bradley, the linebacker out of Temple. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go look him up. Linebacker out of Temple. Yeah, we got to show up that linebacker position. We got Devin White, right? We got Levante David. One might say, oh, we said that linebacker. We'll just throw who the hell ever over there. Nope. If it pan out like I think it should, Sean Bradley be a great addition to this Tampa Bay team and Tampa Bay linebacking corps. And our last pick in round 6, we don't have a 7th round pick right now. Pick number 194, I got us taking Zach Moss, running back out of Utah. That's right. Now, I don't know if he's going to last that long, but that's what I got us taking. So, first round, Andrew Thomas, offensive tackle out of Georgia. Second round, I got us taking DeAndre Swift, running back out of Georgia. Third round, I got Ashland Davis, safety out of LSU. 117, round number 4, I got Jeff Jefferson, wide receiver. The second, fourth round pick, I got A.J. Terrell, cornerback out of Clemson. And in the 5th round, I got Sean Bradley, linebacker out of Temple. And then I got, for our last pick, I got Zach Moss, running back out of Utah. That is Tampa 2's mock draft. I know you disagree. My drafts always be real crazy. That's how I go. It is what it is. Put your draft picks below, man. I already told you what numbers we got. Look, I'll tell you again. We got pick 14. We got pick 45, pick 76, pick 117, pick 139, pick 161, and pick 194. Now, what I think we're going to do is trade back in the first round to get additional picks. That's what I think we're going to do. So, get in the comments. Tell me what you think, man. Shout out to the new uniforms and the hooligans. Make sure you subscribe and you hit your notification. And make sure when them uniforms become available, them jerseys, you go out there and you buy you one. Sorry for all the interruptions in the video. It's crazy around here. Peace.